Yo, it's crypto blood, Detroit flow, screaming from the D, knowing what to show. Indicators are wrong point, OG since 12, invested in trade, living life like a pro. I'm Rucker, Jerry, and just blood too. Bad motherfucker in a good way, boo. Got my eyes on the charts, ain't no time to sleep. Get that money, gotta keep it creep. That's my crypto blood, Twisted Toasters on the line. Stacking my coin, got the market on my mind. Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum too. Cash is king, but I'm looking for a new move. I know the culture of the markets like the streets. Got my finger on the pulse, can't nobody beat. I see the trends, I see the flow. Got my strategies in place, you know.
Yo, it's NYBZ on the mic.
Coming on the beat. It's the rundown, everything you need to know. It's the rundown, everything you need for show. It's the rundown, and I ain't even capping on this. Crypto blood covering every topic on this. Welcome to the show, who didn't let me go? Breaking down the facts, there's more you need to know. Crypto politics and culture, always keep it real. Teaching you the truth, showing you how I feel. Staying forward with me, and I break it down with ease. Every single day, bringing expertise. Current events and trends, I analyze with care. Knowledge is the power that we all can share. Yeah, y'all, hit that like button. Share the stream, and join the team. And you already know what the fuck going on. Shout out to my nigga Crypto Blood.
Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Okay. Ready?
Fucking thing sucks. We'll do it live.
Okay.
That's right, ladies and gents. We are doing it live February 27th. Hope everyone's doing well out there on this Friday. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Wisdom Bar says, like yesterday, I told you, crypto took a market laxative. Hey. You know what I'm starting to think? I think there's some type of AI trader analyzer that has put all the dots together, connected every single dot out there, crawled the internet like an old school Cliff High web bot, and connected all the pieces and said, you know what? This shit is going lower. It's just selling after selling after selling with, you know, inflows starting to tick up, at least this week. ETF inflows. Michael Saylor hasn't stopped buying. So again, it puts you, if you think about it, it really puts you in a very precarious situation when it comes to being a holder of Bitcoin, because ain't nothing holding it up. It's just been a slow bleed out, nothing erratic, which is scary. There's nothing capitulation like or anything like that, which is actually quite scary. Hit the like button, share this stream if you're watching right now, or if you're watching later, if you're watching tonight, the restream. Shout out to you guys. Show me some love in the chat room. Show me some love in the chat room. Get over to Bloodalytics and show yourself some love. Show your crypto pockets some love, ladies and gentlemen. Bloodalytics.com, Scalpalytics Pro on deck. V2 is out. We'll be making an update this weekend. Parameter update and a possible slight code update. Fixing some things. But parameter update coming this weekend. We'll have parameter, well, not parameter update, a version upgrade to V2 for the Silver's futures this weekend as well. So all my silver holders, silver signal param pack buyers, you guys will also see a upgrade this weekend. We've been working all week last week and a half on getting a V2 version of the Silver's Futures 15-minute chart up to you. And then we'll follow that up with, of course, upgrading Solana BNB and the SUI XRP. SUI, Solana, more so Solana we're going to talk about today. Because something came out from what Michael Saylor said. Is it a capitulation moment? We'll look at it for ourselves and see whether or not he capitulated. If he did, smart man. Got a round of applause. Might save MicroStrategy. People not buying crypto with their taxes? No, they're buying food, my friend. They're buying food. People out here starving like Marvin. They are not buying crypto. They are not buying crypto, my friend. Hit that like button. All right, let's get this party cranked up. We got a decent amount of people in the building today. Let's hit the like button. Take that opportunity right now, ladies and gentlemen, and hit that like button. We should have at least 30, 40 likes at this moment. So please show Crypto Bloodalytics some support. If you're watching from your TV, all you got to do is hit that pause button or hit that middle button and smash the thumbs up, and we can keep this show rolling, ladies and gentlemen. Bloodalyticsagain.com. Great services over there offered, so check it out before prices go up. Now, I want to take a quick look at the market cap, look at the fear greed. We might be lower. I'm not even going to lie to you. Let me do a refresh, but looks like fear and greed did not drop again. Did not drop again. Fear and greed at 16 today, up from 11, I think, right? Was it 11 yesterday? I believe so. 11 yesterday. But we got Bitcoin down 1.8%. Ethereum down even worse. Look at that. 4.5% Ethereum is down in the last 24 hours. What is going on? Y'all let me know. But what's shocking, this is what's shocking. What's shocking is that Solana is down almost 5%. What is going on? 5% off this news? Michael Saylor pivoting? We'll take a look at the tweet in the video. I made sure it wasn't, rumor or AI slop. MicroStrategy's down 3% today. MNAV up 0.8%, 0.8% to 1.22, which means that Bitcoin has fallen more than Michael Saylor's strategy and value at this point. I don't know how much we can trust their numbers as being, as far as MicroStrategy's numbers being accurate for in real time. Not saying they're cooking the books or anything like that, but on the dashboard, how accurate is this MNAV? They may have a little one-day delay on that MNAV. You know what I mean? It's possible. It's possible. We will take a look at some Scalpalytics trades today. Matter of fact, I might as well do this now and show you guys this. So, perfect execution of the trade. And I'll bring this down so you guys can really see this. Perfect execution of my prediction that we would get to the region of $69,000, $70,000 Bitcoin. Get every newbie in crypto who's been in the space for years, which I don't understand, man. People call themselves experts and they get excited and think we're going to $100,000 because we come up to 69,000. Are they not looking at the charts, or like what are they doing, ladies and gentlemen? We ran up to $69,000, $70,000 Bitcoin. Dead smack stop and reversal. We got Hyben in the building. Shout out to Hyben. Why don't I have the new hype video button? Because they don't like Crypto Blood too much over here on YouTube. That's why you got to go follow me on X. I know, man. OG channel too. No hype button. I appreciate the look though, voice. I appreciate the look. Check this out. We broke below the neckline. So this was the neckline that I was referring to in yesterday's video. It goes a little something like this. Boom, 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 boom. I tried to draw it as straight as possible. But we broke back below. Remember, previous resistance becomes future support. So we had support here. We tapped below it just a brief second, a few hours back on February 11th or 18th. But we were able to manage to pop ourselves back up. Then we got another bounce here. Then we straight got slammed down right here. This was on the weekend. Remember this, guys? This was a Sunday. Big slam down. Matter of fact, it was last Sunday. Are we going to get another leg down this Sunday? With V2, you can kind of unfilter that weekend trading and get busy if you think they are. Slam down on Sunday. We came back up to test it. Got rejected here. That shows you a good, clear indication of a nice support area or resistance now. That's a real area. And then we slammed down even further to touch $62,000. And from $62,000 up, we ran all the way to 70. Now, above this neckline, ran to 70, came down, bounced off of it. Nice confirmation of an actual line there. But unfortunately, this morning, early this morning, UK, we rolled over and we broke the line. And we didn't do something like we did over here where it was like 3, 4, 5 candles below. No, this was a clear. We got some distance between that line. So we are I think kind of in trouble. I think we head lower into the weekend. We may bleed out and have another leg down over the weekend. That's what we've been seeing lately. Smackdowns over the weekends, low liquidity. Can't blame Jane Street. Can't blame Jane Street. Boy, you know we in the heart of the bear market. When the folks start doing the Umar Johnson blame game. Can't blame Jane Street when it's happening over the weekend, guys. You know, even if Jane Street were, let's say, doing their 10 a.m. manipulation move, does it really only take one entity to bleed us out from 120,000 all the way down to where we are today? Let me give you the news on that. No. They can manipulate. Let's say Jane Street had some type of scheme going on. They can manipulate it for maybe, you know, a short distance, a short period of time. It can't be, they can't create an entire trend. And the trend has been lower. The trend has been lower and slower. Slower and lower. It ain't been, this is a bleed out. You've got someone unwinding massive amounts of Bitcoin for it to continue to head lower and be absorbed by the buying from Michael Saylor, which happens every week. Hundreds of millions of dollars, at least 30, 40, 50 million a week. That's big money. That is big money. Hit the PayPal, hit the Cash App. I don't have neither of those, man. Ain't no begging over here. Hey, Bloodalytics, we ain't got to do that. Just a bear market for you. Time to get rich from Bloodalytics and holding moonbags. There you go, my friend. That's it. That's all you got to do. I got some real cool stuff coming up with Bloodalytics, by the way. I can't wait to let you guys know. I got a new service coming from Bloodalytics that's going to be really dope for those who, you might not use Bloodalytics, but you use some type of other indicator. And you might want to have that indicator optimized. Well, I've been working on it behind the scenes. Something great coming soon. I'll let you guys know more about it next week. So yeah, guys, it's not looking good to me for us momentum wise heading higher. Oh yeah, right. Dr. Umar with the hit the cash. Yeah. Yes, sir. Dr. Umar definitely be telling you to hit that PayPal and that Cash App in the name of Marcus Garvey. In the name of Marcus Garvey. And you got to say it 3 times. In the name of Marcus Garvey. There we go. 3 times. Straight. Yow. Anyhow, what is Peter Thiel doing on my dashboard? We talked about this a couple of streams ago. He did dump all of his ETH. Now that's telling. Why Solana getting dragged down with it? Buying opportunity, maybe? Probably not. I'm just be honest with you. Probably not. The lower we go. Listen, at the end of the day, still, we are in a space where Bitcoin sets the tone for all other cryptos. That's how you know, and I've been saying this since 2018 on this channel. The day we get a split, the day we get a split from, what Bitcoin direction is and the altcoin direction, when we get that split is when you'll know it is real deal, Holyfield. Blockchain is really, the industry is really growing. We're getting away from the speculative aspect of it, the crypto bro aspect of it, and we're actually getting some use case. We haven't had that yet. We have not had that yet. Aerodrome or Ondo, neither. There you go. Voice crypto. It's all trash. It's all a fucking vaporware trash bucket, man. None of this shit is being used. Don't let them tech bros take your money. I can't even call them crypto bros. They're really not even crypto bros. Thank you for the $10, sister. Next time, make it 20. Amen. Man, I'm gonna start. Listen, maybe I need to be the Umar Johnson of crypto and just grift y'all with some type of crypto academy or coin that promises you riches beyond belief. Oh, never mind. Ben Armstrong already did that. Never mind. Speaking of PayPal, Peter was a part of that PayPal mafia. Look at God. Look at God. You're right. That's so crazy. He was a co-founder of PayPal along with Elon Musk. Crazy, the synchronicity there. But let's go ahead and fire up and see what's going on with Bloodalytics today. We had some flopping and groping on Bitcoin, but that is going to, like I said, we're in the early stages of launching V2, so parameters are getting updated and optimized, and so we're gonna get rid of a lot of this flopping and groping. All right, during the U.S. session. So we had a lot of basically flopping and groping all day today with Bitcoin. Granted, it's been in tight ranges as well, but we should be able to weed out some of these flopping and groping sessions for us with the next update. So nothing really there for us. We're in a long right now, but we can't even count on that. Thank God the stop losses are very tight, so you're not losing a lot. Just make sure you follow each signal. If you can, follow each signal until the breakout comes. You'll make your money back on those trades, or at least break even for the session on Bitcoin. Now, Ethereum, we made some upgrades to Ethereum. Was it last weekend? We're weeding out the flopping and groping. Excellent trade session yesterday on Ethereum. Took that short, took 50% even before the market's open. I opened that window at 8 a.m. for trades. We got a little flopping and groping at the end of the day. But if I were you, I would have been getting out. If you made that trade, I would have been definitely getting out at session lows on yesterday. Because that's deep in the money at that point. I'm talking about that trade would have been 4% in the money. If you didn't take profits, something off the table, even before we got over here and moved back up to being a close or a flip of the markets at almost 2%, that's even good. But down here, you 3-4%. You got to think. So this is how it works with any market. You have average, what you call like breadth of the market, right? So you have average moves in one session that a market will make. You rarely get this. You rarely get a move that is orders of magnitude outside of that range, that average range. So this move yesterday was outside of the average range. Bitcoin, Ethereum maybe moves 1% a day, give or take, up or down, right? So to get a move in one direction, 3-4%, you got to take that money off the table, ladies and gentlemen. Especially at 4%, it's getting a little long in the tooth for crypto. You want to get out. You want to get out. You want to lock in those gains, and take home some chicken. Today, it's been a bleed out even since London. UK started at 3 a.m. this morning. I mean, look at that. This has been bleeding out, lower and lower. Now, we entered a trade. You would have entered it right at 8 o'clock range, a short, and then taking 50% of your profits here. And we're still letting the rest ride at the moment. So we'll see what happens. But I think lower we go. Enzo in the building. What's going on, brother? Never late. Never late to participate. So nothing really exciting right now as far as a trade that I can give you guys live. Unfortunately. Nothing going on either today. Remember, Friday was going to be a nothing burger, or I lied. We had course PPI and PPI month to month come in at 0.8% and 0.5%. Both above forecast. Both above forecast. I got to do it one more time for Dr. Umar. Both above forecast. Silver. I didn't even realize this. Did y'all know that silver, they pretty much shut down the markets right when we were about to go over $90 silver? I didn't even realize this. COMEX shut the whole system down, ladies and gentlemen. Shut it all down. And from what I'm hearing, when they shut it down, they did there was a huge order, huge sale order that came through. The blatant disrespect, the blatant manipulation lets us know the system is cracking, ladies and gentlemen. Hit that like button, man. We got a lot of people in the building today. Hit the like button, share the stream, and join the goddamn team. Spot silver at 93.61, up 185% year. I don't know if that can't be year to date, but 1 year. Shanghai is at 105, and we got a premium of about $11.89. It puts us at about 12.7% premium on that. We are in contango, about $1, which you should be. But it's crazy, the manipulative maneuvers they tried, and it ain't working. It ain't working, ladies and gentlemen. We broke through 92. I'm going to say it again. We broke through 92. I got to say it one more time for Dr. Umar. We broke through 92 in the name of Marcus Garvey. Amen. In the name of Honorable Marcus Garvey. So look, we had, I don't know which day it was that we got the smackdown and they shut down COMEX. I'm not sure which day it was, but I think it was, I want to say it was like here. We were creeping up. Boom, they hit us with the shutdown. And they shut down not only the metals, but they also shut down natural gas or some other market to just make it look like, you know, it was some system-wide glitch. They had to make it look like it was a system-wide glitch, but it really wasn't. If they just shut down COMEX, it would have been too obvious. But we are at 93, technically a breakout. We are looking good, ladies and gentlemen, on our way to $100 silver. On our way to $100 silver. So looking good there, guys. Looking real good. Looking real good in the hood. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at a couple links I got queued up for us. This is the main thing I wanted to talk to you guys about. Saw this floating around yesterday. Just in, SAYLOR backs Solana, Ethereum for digital credit. Strategy founder Michael Saylor says programmable digital credit will run on blockchains like Solana and Ethereum. He made the remarks at this Bitcoin for Corporations conference. Saylor described a future where credit becomes a tokenized situation or system, platform agnostic. Yeah, Manico. Okay. Shout out to him. I know my guy from the D here, RTD Mike. He used to do a lot of content with Mario. Yeah, he follows Silver, so he said it as well. Yeah, I heard, man. They paused it for 90 minutes. Insane. Insane. The jig is up. Right? The jig is up. When they do stuff like this, the jig is up. So Saylor says this. What does this mean? Is this a pivot? Is he because before, remember, everything else was shitcoin and nothing else matters. Orange this, orange that. It was so much orange, I thought he was a Hoover Crip. I didn't know what it, you know. I'm like, okay, you got the orange flag. But I think he's softening. He basically what he's doing. He's doing a temperature. That was a temperature check, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to Michael Saylor for the temperature check. He was just throwing it out there. See what kind of kind of pushback he would get. The smart thing for Michael Saylor to do is to diversify out of Bitcoin. Because honestly, if he would have done this, he would be down a little bit more for sure. But if he starts now diversifying out of just Bitcoin, raising debt for Solana, for Ethereum, I can no longer rag on this guy. I can no longer, because Solana, Sui, not Ethereum, but Sui, Solana, and others like it, will be the future payment rails for your agentic systems, your basically your non-private rails, payment rails for the agents. The agents are going to be the driving force of our economy. I know it sounds mind-blowing, but the agents, the AI agents will drive a big portion of our GDP, or constitute a big portion of our GDP in the next 5 years. I'm talking about 30-40%. How are they getting paid? They're getting paid not through a check in the mail. I can guarantee you that. No direct deposit into their bank account. No, they're going to get paid via crypto. And you already have Coinbase working on their own payment system. Stripe has their own blockchain payment rail system. Look into it. You won't be able to profit from it other than buying Stripe's stock. But yeah, that is the future, ladies and gentlemen. Get ready. You're going to be working for the AI agent. God damn. Round of applause for that. Or not. Insane. Prospector says here, I think Saylor is trying to give Bitcoin adoption as the asset to have on other chains. He could be trying to lend his Bitcoin as wrap BTC and other chains. Don't nobody want no damn Bitcoin, bro. Don't nobody want no damn Bitcoin, bro. I'm going to be 100% honest with you, man. It's going to be stable coins and layer one coins. Like Solana, Sui, Avalanche. I don't know what it's going to be. It's not going to be Bitcoin, in my opinion. It's just simply not going to be Bitcoin. Bitcoin is, I think, going to go higher. Don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted, prospector. Bitcoin could still go to 250, 500,000, $1 million. The printing machine over on the Federal Reserve ain't gonna stop. That means everything denominated in dollars is going to go up. Everything. But you got to ask yourself, go up. Who's going up faster against the dollar? Is the question, right? So I think Bitcoin, again, X any quantum, I'm still concerned about that. Have been for years. I was just a little early, like Peter Schiff, being early about Bitcoin. I X that quantum threat. I think Bitcoin will go much higher. But Solana will go higher even more than Bitcoin will, percentage-wise. So, no reaction, though, from, no reaction from the Solana network as far as buying. People just bleeding out. Shout out to Voice Crypto. Bro, you hit it on the head. Listen, I'm going to show you this right here live. I'm going to hit more, go to bookmarks. And what do you see right there? I was going to talk about this exact thing. In freaking sane. He lays off, Jack Dorsey from Block lays off 40% of its workforce. Now, granted, 40% is 4,000 people only. I was going to say only. And the reason I say only, because what did UPS, what did Amazon? They laid off 30,000. Big difference. Big difference, right? 4,000, 40,000. But here's the thing. The difference, why this is even more significant that Block has done this 4,000 means a little bit more, because guess what? These 4,000 people are likely engineers, highly skilled engineer programmers, data architects, or whatever, you know, in the tech industry. They're making 180, 200, even more, potentially 150 up to 300, 250. So, you know, for every 4,000 people from Block that's fired, maybe that's like 2 people, 3 people max. If you're looking at a regular blue collar job, like possibly what UPS did. So you can maybe multiply that impact by 2x, 3x, maybe. It's a big impact. It's a big impact, voice. This is only the freaking beginning. This is what I'm trying to tell you guys. I don't have an answer for you. I really don't, because I think we're literally going into the singularity. There's not too much left to do. I mean, you can start a business selling something physical, but then you run the risk of, who are you going to sell this shit to when nobody has a job? I'm still waiting on, you know, these governments to catch up, man. Like, they are not prepared. They are not prepared. And I'm hoping that them not being prepared lets us know how much they're not prepared, how not prepared they are, so that we can finally kick them all out the damn office. I'm hoping that we have some come to Jesus type of situation, or come to the Honorable Marcus Garvey type of situation. I'm hoping, because these politicians don't know shit, bro. They are so up their own asses and think they know so much just because they make so much, taken from everyone else, just because they set the rules, the policies, the guidelines, and so on and so forth, that aren't working. I hope this really exposes each and every one of them. I really do. Thanks again, Voice Crypto, for the $5 super chat. Block fired everybody yesterday and said we're putting on our all behind AI, and then their stock went up 25%. Woo. Because, unfortunately, my friend, see, stocks are priced off of PE, price to earnings, and then there's some other ways to, even depending on the sector, right? What sector you're in, it heavily influences your price as well. There are other metrics to look at. Cash flow. If you're a dividend stock, they would look at cash flow, because they know, okay, cash flow good, dividend check keep coming out, right? So with Block firing 40% of their workforce, their HI, their human intelligence, HI. You thought I was going to say V, huh? Nah, not the package. We ain't talking about the package, Magic Johnson. No package. with them firing 40% of their HI, might as well be V. This shit is we are a virus. We are literally a net negative. And I'm borrowing this from the guy from, God, what's the company he helped found that was like one of the pioneers of image AI generation? I can't remember his name. He's got a Musa. I can't remember his name. Brilliant guy. I'm stealing that from him. He said human ingenuity or intellect is actually we're in a negative. Our input to the system is a negative, not zero. It's negative. We actually hinder the system because of all of our inefficiencies. So when they fire 4,000 HIs, that's a good thing for you, for your bottom line, top line, and middle line. All the lines. It's great. That means 4,000 less people you got to pay for them having little Johnny and little Sarah. You notice I ain't say no black names in there, right? That's 4,000 people you don't have to, pay for maternity and what is it? What's the other one? Maternity and paternity. What's the other one for I don't know. You know what I'm talking about. Right? 4,000 people you don't have to pay for sick days. 4,000 people don't have to pay for vacation. 4,000 people don't have to pay health insurance for. 4,000 people you don't have to contribute, match in their 401ks. 4,000 people that you don't have to worry about them being sick and having days off. 4,000 people that you don't have to worry about working 9 to 5. And they ain't even really working that. Let's just be honest with you. They say the average 8-hour work day, a human works about 2.5 hours of real work, actual work. The rest is on Instagram, talking to your friend, going to lunch, gossiping in the office, or not even working at all, y'all. A lot of people be remote working and doing other stuff, right? So that, man, once these companies, the tech companies are going to get it first, right? Tech companies going to get it first. They're going to slash first. They're going to get on board and pivot quickly because this is what tech industry does. They pivot very fast. Your legacy companies is going to take some time, but that's where the meat and potatoes really lies, in the legacy companies and corporations, where it's going to hurt a lot of middle class individuals. Heavy says, I have to learn how to trade now. Yes, you do, bro. You gotta learn how to trade, man. Oh, I keep telling you, the only thing that's going to be left is trading and gambling. Which is, don't go the gambling route. That's a sad, sad, miserable life. The government is prepared. Industry don't need human labor no more. Government will get rid of the human labor. John Hill, shout out to my guy Default. You ain't lying, bro. Not looking good. Not looking good. But we can get rid of, I didn't save this and I should have. I saw a guy post a screenshot of some book he was reading, and it showed all the industries that were going to be disrupted. Man, I wish Twitter had a like history thingy where you can see where people, see your previous posts that you view. But it was a book, and it was showing like doctors, and it said AI does XYZ 10 times better. Surgeons, AI does da da da. I mean, it was going down the lawyers. AI writes briefs in minutes, and blah blah blah. Coders done. We already know that. slaughtered, done. It's just like, man, these governments aren't ready, man. These governments are not ready. I'm talking about from the top to the bottom. All the way federal for sure. You know, the Fed, they're the slowest. But even your local, your state level, they have no fucking clue what's going on right before our eyes. And it's happening in an exponential way. So I'm talking about huge impacts and disruptions by the end of this year. You're listening to a guy that told you about ChatGPT 2, not 3, when it came out to the public. I told you about ChatGPT 2 6 years ago. I'm telling you, man, you need to tighten up. You got to tighten up. So that means you got to buy Bloodalytics. Scalpalytics Pro, man. You got to get the bloodalytics.com. You got to do something, man. You got to do better. Now, we have here 3 of the best prediction market stocks to buy. Again, kind of leads into and segues into what we were talking about already, which is what's left: trading and betting, gambling. Prediction markets is gambling. Prediction markets are gambling houses. Don't let them fool you. International exchange. So I guess ICE, the parent company of New York Stock Exchange, announced a $2 billion investment in Polymarket. So Polymarket is definitely on deck. Goldman Sachs building a new sentiment overlay for the entire financial system. ICE is building effectively a sentiment overlay. And Goldman Sachs CEO has called prediction markets super interesting. DraftKings, that's the sports side. But it's been down over 45% in the past years because why use DraftKings when you can basically do the same thing on a Polymarket or Kalshi? They got to go through all these loopholes and jump through all these regulatory issues and stuff, these sport books, and it's the same thing. Don't worry, though. They're going to come after. And this is the problem with the current system. It's so bogged down. Instead of just letting companies do what they do, you got to go through all these different legal, these legislations, and this state is different than that state. It just adds so much to the point where it's not going to matter. It's not going to matter because people will be able to spin up their own DraftKings in 10 hours, not even 10 hours, in 5 hours, 3 to 5 hours of vibe coding. Fiscal note: this tech stock is the pick that nobody's talking about. Fiscal Note's market cap has cratered to roughly $17 million, but the company just announced a major expansion into prediction markets. Oh, man. There you go, John Hill. And it's so crazy because the irony of the whole situation is, and we're going to wrap up, the irony of the whole situation is that they were saying, and everyone was wondering, when was the AI bubble going to burst? Little did we know that the AI was going to burst the bubble, ladies and gentlemen. It's the other way around. AI is going to burst the bubble. The irony. So that's where we are. AI is going to burst the bubble of the government. Going to burst the bubble of SaaS, software as a service. All these companies making billions of dollars for little to no real work. You got some coders from Silicon Valley that they get an investment of $1 million to $5 million, that then turns into hundreds of millions of dollars. The jig is up, ladies and gentlemen. The jig is up. Wu says, I bet Kalshi CEO paying more for security than any other capitalist right now. They shaking everything up. You're right. I didn't even think about that, Wu. Did not think about that. What will school look like? I want you guys to go watch. Good question. If you're interested in what school looks like, I'm going to bring up really quickly a video, and I'll drop a link in the chat right now. We're going to make this show, my live streams are going to end up being primarily about what's going on in the AI world. What did Crypto Blood say about a year ago? I said AI is more. This AI calling me right now. I can't talk right now, AI. I'm on the live stream. Thank you. Round of applause for that. I said that crypto AI was more important and would have more of an impact than crypto. It's bigger than Bitcoin. It's bigger than the entire crypto industry. It's going to be where you got to be. F crypto. The AI will use crypto. The AI is it's the last Rubicon. It's where it all ends. It's where it all ends. Let me bring up the video that I was watching. Let's see if I can find it. I'm looking. Hit that like button, ladies and gents. Hit the like button. There it is. So, Peter Diamandis, I watch his show all the time. Moonshots, his podcast, Moonshots. I don't know if you guys are familiar with it, but Peter interviewed, and I don't know how I can, let me go to his channel really quickly and I can show you the screenshot. Here it is right here. You know, I like watching this just because he's a thought leader. But you know, it's just a bunch of white guys that are and still, in my opinion, still not in touch with reality. They every podcast they talk about how great AI is going to be for XYZ and not realizing that it's not. It's going to be chaos because our governments have not prepared the people. You can prepare yourself, but I'm saying in mass, they have not prepared the people. So this is the end of teaching, traditional teaching. AI Griff. This is the episode 233. You guys got to check this out. I'll drop a link in the chat really quickly. Yeah, so check that out, guys. Put the link in the chat room right now. Very interesting. Court Dub says, yep, who gonna sell to when you don't have a job? Exactly. It's a circular, and that's where the house of cards ends. That's how you know we're at the end, because even the rich won't have anybody to exploit. And that's when the system ends. When the rich can't exploit the 99%, then you know, if the 99% don't have money to buy all of these damn different subscriptions, now you're getting subscription to death. If people don't have the money to buy subscriptions, they don't have money to buy XYZ, then the jig is up. We got to go to a new system. You got to rethink the economy. So John Hill says here, the main issue is people can't think outside the current system. So when the masses finally realize what's going on, they're going to get violent. That's right. And then the government will handle the threat. Very true. That's my concern. I'm concerned with social unrest. I'm concerned with, and I hate to say this, the social unrest will start with the inner cities, the less educated. Doesn't mean necessarily black, but of course includes black people, the urban areas, but even the white poor areas. It's gonna be the people that have no other means of knowing how to express their frustration, which in this case is a good thing. I think, you know, I'm not even gonna go any further about what I think, but cool, right? But the problem is, it's not funny, but the uppity white collar workers, educated individuals, are going to try to stay very astute and rationalize through this. And I have a degree from this place and that place, and we can talk through this and figure a solution out. Those individuals, they're gonna get violent. That's when they are going to get violent. And so the social contract is going to break, in my opinion, man. And it's just like, I don't know what we're going to do. Yeah, man. Appreciate it, AI Griff. Appreciate it, my friend. Yeah, man. It's good to take a break. Ain't shit going on anyway. You ain't missing a goddamn thing in crypto. There's no new progress, no new adoption. They'll tell you that there is. They got to say that. But ain't nobody using crypto yet. Not yet. We're so dumb as a species. The sheeple, the AI are going to adopt crypto faster and sooner than the humans, especially here in the United States. I hate to say it. That's what's going to happen. So it's going to pick back up when the AI, the agents are using Solana, using Sui, using, that's when it's going to pick back up. There you go, buddy. Thank you. Far too kind. Welfare for everyone, new improved communism. Not going to work. Not going to work. Not going to work. See, if they just have welfare for everyone, the net, it doesn't, because in order to give everyone welfare at some baseline level, you got to take from the 1%, but that means you got to take a lot more from the 1%. Like, I'm talking about 90% of their wealth has to be taxed. 95% of their wealth has to be taxed to be redistributed to the rest of the people, just to be given back to them. It's a big circle jerk. It's like, what are we doing? You're not getting anywhere. So it gotta be, it can't be, that won't work. That won't work long term. That won't work. I don't even have the answer. And that's what's scary. Magic Eden got rid of Ordinals and ETH NFTs because they don't make any money. They only doing Solana now. Chikizi, excellent point. They will tax the bots. So that is where the tax can come from. Potentially. The bots, the agents getting taxed. Maybe that can be redistributed to the people. But I still don't see it's still, to me, just running through it doesn't seem to add up or even out. But taxing the bots most likely will happen. So good point on that one, Chikizi. All right, ladies and gents, that's it for today. Again, minor updates coming to Scalpalytics Pro V2 over the weekend. We'll be updating parameters to kick off the next week trading session, so you have improved. Again, how it works is when I roll out a new version of the system, it takes a few weeks to season the parameters and get the right ones dialed in. I've got a whole system that's doing that, so we're getting close to having V2 dialed in perfectly. So check it out, bloodalytics.com. I got a new service coming next week at some point as well. It's going to be great. We got Moonalytics. Moonalytics system will be upgraded to a V2 system as well. Parameters will be updated first, and then we'll see about updating the whole entire logic. Might not need to though, because the logic for Moonalytics is different. Moonalytics is solely based on lunar cycles, so there's really no logic other than the exit take profits, but that's solid. The take profits are solid on the Moonalytics. But we will be upgrading. I'll also be moving over to Discord, ladies and gentlemen. Discord. Dreadfully moving to Discord for my YouTube membership people. I already dropped you guys a link. We're going to start getting active in there, and it'll be all encapsulated in one server. I'll have Bloodalytics in there as well. So if you're a Bloodalytics member, you have a private chat room area or channel within the server. All that's going to get set up, man. I'm getting there. Heavy Productions, appreciate your support and attention today. And happy weekend. I'll see y'all Monday. Actually, Sunday. We're going to stream Sunday. All right. Peace.
Chase all this bread, though the shit won't last. About to shut the city down like a crypto crash.
Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
Okay. Ready?
Fucking thing sucks! We'll do it live.
Okay.